Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all must be happy, healthy, and doing well. Welcome to English with Evelyn, and today on the channel we are going to do a story. I'm going to tell you a story. It's a very short and sweet story. It's called The Tale of a Bamboo Cutter. But before I tell you the story, I'm going to give you the reason why we are going to do a story. So, this story can, of course, be used, just heard or seen for pleasure. But apart from this, stories are a very good way of testing our reading comprehension as well as a listening comprehension. So it depends on you. If you want to check your reading comprehension, then you can mute or and just read the story and answer the questions that will follow. And if you want to check your listening comprehension, then you can listen to the story and then do the same. Read the questions at the back and check the answers. Okay. And if you want to do none of this, then you can simply enjoy the story, look at the pictures, and enjoy. Okay. So now this is a quote by Frank Smith, a very prominent academician. And what has he said about storytelling? So he says that we remember things best when they are organized with everything else we know, when they come with stories attached, rather than as isolated bits of information. So this is a quote which is telling us how listening and speaking skills can be enhanced if we do it through a story. Okay, if we improve our stories, if we improve our skills through stories, it is much easier. And another research by Willingham in 2004 and Arya and Moll in 2012 has found out that our brains are actually hardwired to remember information that comes in a story format. And for this reason, even smaller children, when they begin to learn a language, we use short stories to help them understand the nuances of the language better. Okay, so let us begin today's story. I hope you enjoy it. So, this is the tale of the bamboo cutter. It's a Japanese fairy tale dating to approximately the 10th century. It is considered the oldest monogatari, which is a fictional prose narrative in Japanese literary history. So, the story goes like this. One day, an old bamboo cutter saw a beautiful stalk of bamboo in which he found a lovely baby girl the size of his thumb. As he and his wife were childless, they adopted the baby and christened her Kaguya, which means the shining princess of the young bamboo. Now, Kaguya was a lucky girl for them. She brought the family a lot of wealth. Every time the bamboo cutter cut a stalk, he found a gold coin in it. So, this way, they became very rich. Now, as time flew by, Kaguya grew older and she grew into an extraordinarily beautiful young woman. Now, as she was a young girl now, her beauty attracted 5 eligible bachelors who wanted to marry her. Now, Kaguya did not want to get married, so she asked the bachelors to do various tasks for her, and when all of them failed, she remained unmarried. Finally, hearing about her beauty, the emperor himself came to ask for her hand in marriage. Kaguya rejected him, but the emperor remained in touch with her, and eventually he really falls in love with her. So, finally, Kaguya had to reveal the truth to her parents that she belonged to a race of people who lived on the moon, and now it was time for her to return. So, the emperor, because he wanted to marry her, he did not want her to leave, he sent his men to try and stop her departure. But Kaguya leaves. The moon's entourage, this means an important group who had come to rescue her. They took Kaguya back, breaking the hearts of her adoptive parents. The emperor received an elixir of immortality. Now, this elixir of immortality is a magic potion. It's a hypothetical substance. It means, something which does not exist in reality, but you find a mention of this elixir in fairy tales. So, this substance is believed to make a man or anything that it touches immortal. So, this was left to him by Kaguya as a gift. Now, the king did not want to live without her. So, he ordered his men to bring the elixir to the summit, to the peak of a mountain, which is closest to heaven, and burn it along with the letter for her. So, this way, when he burns this letter, along with this elixir, then the smoke from the letter will not end and it will keep on rising always. And so Kaguya, when she looks down at it, she would be reminded of the emperor. So this is mentioned as the reason why the smoke rises from Mount Fuji. Okay, so with this, we come to the end of the story. I hope you liked it. And now, here are a few questions to check your understanding of the story. So, if you like, you can just go through the questions and guess the answers, okay, orally or mentally. You can just think, whether you know the answer to the story or not. If you feel that you need to go back, then you can rewind the video and find out the answer. If not, you can, just skip the questions. And if you're so keen that you want to write down, you can write down the answers and then check with the model answers that I'm going to give at the end. So this is a list of the questions. You can hold the video here and read these carefully. And these are the answers. Again, you can pause the video and read the answers. And there are more. So some answers are very short, one sentence, one or two words, while others are slightly detailed. So with this, we come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.